Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what day it is. It is Random Fill Friday. Now, last week I had to post a video on Saturday, which I really don't like because I don't like getting off my schedule. But I had a good reason. I was competing in a music symposium. I was actually able to win the competition for percussion, which honestly it kind of surprised me. There are tons of other cats there that were really good players. So shout out to them as well. But anyways, let's get that out of the way and let's start Random Fill Friday. So you know how this works. I have notes in the drums. I'm gonna randomly pick them out and then write the notes down and we'll have a rhythm. And from there we'll see how we can orchestrate it on the drum set. So this is what the overall rhythm looks like. On beat 1, we have an accented 16th note on the downbeat of 1, and then we have a 16th note on the E of 1. And then to end it, we have an 8th note on the AND, which works out. So we have 1 E AND. On beat 2, you have a dotted 8th note followed by a 16th note. So you have 2 E and Beat 3 got a little funky with the rhythm. On the downbeat of 3, you have a 16th note, and on the E of 3, you have a quarter note. So really all that means is the duration of the quarter note lasts all the way to the E of 4. So for beat 3 alone, that sounds like 3 E and Since our quarter note carries all the way to the first 16th note of beat 4, we have no choice but to put our next beat on the E of 4. So we have an 8th note on the E of 4, and then a 16th note on the A of 4. So beat 4 alone will sound like this. 4 E and Now I'm going to clap the overall rhythm. Ready and a go, E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. My first idea when it came to this beat was more of a batucada beat. You might have seen some videos of tons of people with a lot of drums in the streets of Brazil just playing, and there's probably 1 or 2 directors that are directing with a whistle in their drum. So I want you to imagine that when you're playing this application. It's kind of what I was going for. It's not the exact beat, but let's go for it. Essentially, our right hand, right foot, and left foot are going to be keeping the ostinato. The right foot and the right hand on the ride cymbal are going to play quarter notes throughout the entire beat. Now, the left foot on the hi-hat is going to be playing the and of every beat. Now this is what that'll sound like. So you're going to keep that ostinato throughout the entire groove. Now the left hand is going to play the pattern that we have for this week. Now the only difference is beat 1. So beat 1, the E of 1, we're going to play with our right hand. So we're going to have a quick scrape going from the ride cymbal on beat 1 to the E of 1 on the snare. So this is beat 1 alone. Super slow motion, you have left flam with ride cymbal and snare, right hand on the E of 1 on the snare, and then the AND of 1 on the snare with your left hand. So this is what it looks like. Everything else solves itself, so let's play the entire rhythm. Alright everybody, that wraps up Random Fill Fridays for me. but I would love to see how you guys orchestrate this rhythm because you're going to have way better ideas than I did when it came to this. So please, record yourself playing it and send it to me on any of my social media. I'll put it all in the description for you. See you in the next video.